Dude, I got stuck on the side. Ah, stupid. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna lose this run to missing every one of these. Oh my god.
The gap had closed. There was just 24 seconds between Abney and Kazuya, with Samek not far behind. Kazuya had turned into a remarkably consistent player, and he was doing the impossible. He might have a shot at getting this world record. Well, Abney had no choice but to keep trying. On March 18th, he built up another lead into Royal Raceway. Not as big as some previous runs, but still a comfortable advantage. Step 1. Acquire red shells.
Oh my god.
That was easy. Now, he had to hit them 3 out of 3. No margin for error.
Oh my god. It's about time.
It was officially on. Abney took a 36-second lead into the Special Cup. 4 courses separating him from a big world record.
Oh my god. This run's insane.
It's possible. I'm just like
23:52. Oh my god.
The first run under 24 minutes, and it had a lot going for it. A strong opening, followed by 3 out of 3 on both Royal Raceway and Rainbow Road. Once again, Abney now had a big separation from second place. Despite a massive effort, Kazuya was back to being nearly a minute behind. Now, it was Samek's turn to make things interesting.
Nice. Let's go.
In April 2021, Samek made a major push to lower his personal best. He did thousands of attempts in the span of just weeks, and he quickly saw results. It all came to a head on May 13th, 2021. He had a standard run going out of Frapp Snowland, but after 3 out of 3 hill jumps on Choco Mountain, he took a big lead.
Nice. Another perfect Choco Mountain. Wow.
So, entering Royal Raceway, Samek had a great opportunity, as long as he could hit this 3 out of 3.
Alright, another chance.
With nearly everything going his way, the only thing that could make this better would be getting triple shrooms on Yoshi Valley. He went into Rainbow Road, and although it took him a while to get red shells, he was still in position for a big PB. Just like that, Samek had swooped into second place. He suffered from slower driving compared to Abney, and took a while to line up a few of the shortcuts. But this was still a really clean second place run. Now, they were still far away, but Abney now had 2 competitors that were closing in. It'd be helpful if he could gain a bit more separation. Well, there was one thing he could do. A few months ago, Forrest and another tasser named Weatherton had been looking into ways to go through walls. For a proper explanation on how wall clips work, check out this video from my arch rival Bismuth. Most wall clips are extremely precise and aren't viable for a full game run. But one day, Forrest had an idea. If you have enough speed, you can clip into a wall and touch the surface behind it. On Luigi Raceway, this means you can start in front of the finish line, then clip into the wall and touch the other side of the track, which updates your section marker, and finally be ejected from the wall and land behind the finish line. This tricks the game into thinking you've driven a full lap without having really left the section right around the finish line. You need the speed from a mushroom to do this, so the best strategy was to grab an item, pray it was triple mushrooms, and then precisely set up to ram into the wall 3 times. This is still extremely precise, but it can save about 10 seconds over the old shortcut. That could be just what Abney needed to keep lowering his time. So, while he knew it meant a ton of attempts would die right away, Abney committed to going for it. Meanwhile, Kazuya got back to doing attempts as well. Difference was, he opted to not go for anything new on Luigi Raceway. It would lose him some time, but it did mean he could get more runs going. And with all the difficulties and randomness that comes later in the run, playing it safe on Luigi Raceway wasn't such a bad idea. Still, Abney had a big lead over Kazuya. Was this finally the time he could put the record away for good and stop worrying about losing it?
Dang it.
Hey, y'all!
God dang it, dude. How am I not fast enough, dude? It's over. New record.
There was no denying it. Kazuya was closing in. Abney's lead was vanishing. And there was legitimate danger of losing a record that he had held for more than 6 years. Kazuya's improvement was remarkable. His driving had gotten faster, and his consistency with the shortcuts was approaching what Abney could do. And if he didn't act quickly, Kazuya was on a direct course to beat his world record. So,
Yes, yes.
Abney acted as quickly as he could. Now this run was looking nice. He'd gotten the time save in Luigi Raceway and a clean Toad's Turnpike to save a bunch more. He missed just one hill jump on Choco Mountain and got reds right away on Mario Raceway. Going into Royal Raceway, this was the best pace he'd ever been on in his life. But it was all for nothing if he couldn't get reds.
What the hell?
I knew that would happen. So stupid, dude.
Abney was too close to the wall, so the red shell hit it with too much speed and died. Had he been just
Oh my God,
slightly
what the hell is
further
that
away,
run?
he could have hit this 3 out of 3. Instead, his best run ever was thrown in the garbage. This was a tough pill to swallow, but he'd gotten there before. That meant he could get there again. And unbelievably, the very next day, Abney found himself in the same spot. a 30-second lead into Royal Raceway, good enough to once again be his best pace ever. This was a perfect chance for redemption. Just hold it together. Abney had been playing this category for 7 years. Those were the 2 fastest runs he'd ever had. Back-to-back days, both killed in the exact same spot. But like any good speedrunner, Abney knew he had to push onward. He'd had some really crazy paces lately. If he could just get back there and execute on Royal Raceway, he'd have the world record in the bag. But I don't think Abney was prepared for the type of run he'd have on September 28th, 2021.
Please, RNG. Oh my god. Holy shit!
No triple mushrooms, but that was okay. Abney had a backup plan. He'd drive over to a spot on the grass, then use his star to do the shortcut once and the golden shroom to do it again. It would only cost him a few seconds. Everything was okay.
Oh, I'm lost. I'm lost. No, dude. Why did I... Shouldn't have even gone for it, dude. So dumb. When I go and look at my RNG calculations that I did, where it was like 1 in 900 chance of getting acceptable RNG, I got the RNG in this run.
Holy! Oh my god! That's a good run, but I'll kind of like slow down a bit. Oh my god!